Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, well, not really today, but we're going to be talking about the whole thing I was kind of pretty much talking about was the whole society decay, or you know how things are probably going to get a little bit worse. Well, this is probably one of the reasons why it's probably going to get worse. I don't really know if it's going to actually have to do anything with political, but it's going to do more with money. And this article doesn't really explain why, but I'm going to address my opinions after this. Let's right into it. Thieves develop sophisticated way to steal gas as prices soar. Thieves in Las Vegas, Nevada found a way to steal gas as energy costs continue to soar, according to a Wednesday report from Fox 5. According to AAA, the price at the jug pump is at a national average of $5 as of Friday morning. I know, guys, it's $4.99, but essentially, if you round it out, it's $5. With a prevailing price of $5.62 in Nevada. Meanwhile, Gas Buddy observed national average prices above $5 per gallon on Thursday. Unfortunately, with the rise in fuel prices, we have an increase in fuel theft. Lieutenant Jeff Swanback of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department told Fox 5. Some gas stations have been hit for thousands of gallons, and they will continue to go back until the tank is drained. That is thousands of dollars in losses for these gas stations, and sometimes it almost gets to the point where it puts them out of business. These in Las Vegas have been modifying trucks using intricate internal piping, which in some cases allows them to steal thousands of gallons, virtually draining gas station tanks in a secret location. Police show for Fox 5 several pickup trucks and trailers with modified internal piping systems. These are very sophisticated, Swanback said. They will take a truck that looks just like a normal truck, like a freeway service truck, and there is intricate piping inside them. One makeshift horse trailer was seeking to arbitrage fuel prices by bringing several tanks to neighboring California, where costs are currently above $6.40 per gallon. Police are arresting those stealing the gas, as well as those modifying the vehicles. If somebody pays a $20 gift card and they are out there for an hour and they have pumping gas, that should be suspicious, Swanbeck added. If something looks funny, or if you see anybody open the side of a gas pump, let the clerk know, let authorities know. The Biden administration, which is dragging its feet on issuing oil and gas permits after nixing expansions to the Keystone XL pipeline last year, claims that higher fuel prices may help the United States transition more closely to renewable energy. Here's the situation. President Joe Biden last month, and when it comes to the gas prices, we're going through an incredible transition that is taking place, that, God willing, when it's over, will be stronger, and the world will be stronger and less reliant on fossil fuels when this is over. When Biden assumed office, gas prices were $2.39 per gallon. Last week, that figure doubled to 4.82. It's quite a big deal because it's not occurring in isolation. American Enterprise Institute senior fellow Desmond Latchman told the Daily Wire this week, people have been hit by high oil prices, but they're also being hit by high food prices, and the wages are not keeping up with inflation. To address high energy prices, Biden has released millions of barrels from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve and tried to court leaders of top oil producers, Saudi Arabia, a nation with which the United States relationship is currently tense. Beyond individual drivers, the high cost of fuel will impact the rest of the economy as businesses face higher operating expenses. It raises their costs, it reduces their profitability. That's not good coming at a time when the stock market is already on the back foot, Latchman added. When you add this all up, this is one of those forces that is adding to inflation and adding to inflationary psychology. You get this unfortunate combination of inflation staying high and the economy beginning to sputter. All right, that is a full article, and I'll address my opinion. All right, so essentially, as we're seeing here, it's getting crazy, right? Well, people are stealing gas. Gas prices are getting insane, and this is the same guy, Joe Biden, that is saying that the economy is better than ever. People are spending less and are saving less, saving more, and all that stuff. When this actively contradicts on what he's saying, right? If the economy is so good, why are people going out of their way to actually steal gas? We weren't having this problem under Trump. We weren't even having this problem under Obama. So why all of a sudden that when the gas prices hit, or when Biden comes into office, there is actually people trying to steal gas? What's going on here, right? You have to think. If it's so true that the economy is not screwed, then why are the gas prices? Then why are people stealing gas? This goes to say, even as the police officer even as they said, the police officers is obviously illegal to steal gas, right? Obviously, and people are still doing it. So what did the laws do exactly that made people stop doing something illegally? Right? It's the same concept people try to use with guns. It's like, oh, well, if you just ban guns, nobody will get it. Oh, yes, because that's just going to stop criminals from getting guns. Everything that they say can be easily countered with anything else that is being done in current day society, and they have no refutal back. Why? Because there is none. Gas is illegal. Why should they steal it? Why are they stealing it then, huh? It's illegal. That's stopping them, right? No, it's not stopping them. Obviously, because they have to, or it's beneficial to them. Yeah. So, I don't know where you're getting at to where people shouldn't have guns or whatever, because this is not going to solve the problem. Even if you make it, ban it, you're just hurting the people, and this is the result. And on top of that, the reason why I also think this is going to probably escalate to worse is because as inflation is rising, and it's still rising, and food prices get more expensive, and gas prices get more expensive, we're going to see more people probably going to end up stealing food, and all this other stuff, probably because they can't afford the actual rising prices. If we're seeing people just stealing gas, then how long do you think it's going to be until people start going out and stealing food? And guess what? It's illegal to steal food. It is. But that's not going to stop people from stealing food. So, again, I see I guess maybe a somewhat societal collapse, but I see it as probably something that may happen in the future. Because where people have to go steal food, or just to make ends meet, or to just eat and feed their family. And again, this is all for you to blame on the Democrats. For the love of God, guys, just please, Democrats that have a right sense of mind, not part of the far left, please, for the love of God, vote correctly this time. Please, don't vote Democrat just because they align with your ideology, just because you think the Republicans are evil. No. Why don't you take one step out of the fucking playbook, go against what you think might be right, or you think that was going to happen, and vote a different party and see what happens. And it's the same thing with Republicans, right? We have freaking Liz Cheney over here, that's a Republican, which is about as evil as they can come. She's in Wyoming. Why would I want her she doesn't represent the people, and she's a Republican. There's other Republicans too that are just as evil as the Democrats. So again, it's like we vote in the correct people. And if you keep voting Democrat, and you keep voting for people that are actively against you, then I'm sorry, you get what you deserve. You just get what you deserve. Because you're too ignorant to see what is in front of you and what is causing you the problems that are ahead. What does it hurt for trying to do something different? What does it hurt? Okay, you voted for a different party. Okay, so see what happens. What's the worst can it happen? Could it be possibly any worse than the Democrats? See what happens. This is the thing. I'm all for voting for a Democrat if they actually seem like they're going to be doing a good job, or if they're actively looking like what they want to be for the people. But as of now, they have not really been for the people, and they've been destroying this country. They painted lies, and now they're trying to arrest one group of a political side, which should not be done, which is unconstitutional, and is honestly tyranny, and that's being done to one side. They don't care about you, and they don't care about me. They never have. At least that's what they're showing, right? And when it actually comes to their fault to increase inflation, they don't blame themselves. They blame other people. Because accountability is their poison. Looks like we're going to be entering dark times, guys. Maybe a little bit. I could be wrong, and I'm hoping wrong. I'm hoping that nobody goes out and steals stuff and starts rack-sacking stuff so they can make ends meet. I really hope it doesn't get to that point. But do this story. It may reach that, and I really hope it doesn't. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.